Here is a short wellness snack from a recent WellWaveNOW conversation. One insight you can apply to your health.
Just gonna have to hold your breath till you turn blue. What do you do?
I could explain what I do.
Yeah.
So what happens when you do breath holds? You do it's a sort of procedure where you breathe in and then you breathe out 30 times. You breathe out, and then when you let go of the last breath, you hold it for maybe 40 seconds, let's say. That's when you breathe out everything. Then you do that again, and then you do a third one, which is more of the exercise, and it ends up when you breathe out everything at the end of the breath holds, you breathe out everything, and there you are for 2 minutes, just not having to breathe. And what it does, and then it's a whole thing of carbon dioxide, the relationship between oxygen and carbon dioxide. And then when you have to breathe at the end of those 2 minutes, when I go through this, I take this very deep breath, and the oxygen is flowing throughout my body because it was craving this. So that creates energy. It brings oxygen into the brain, and it gives you an energy. And I do this before I play pickleball, and that's why one of the reasons I could play forever, 5, 6, 7 games in a row without even taking it. But it's very good for the immune system, very good for the brain system, very good for the vascular system. And so I do this. And it's a wonderful state. It's a wonderful exercise called breath holds. There's different types of methods to do the breath holds, but it's all about creating this energy. And the other thing that's very important, which I want to mention too, is the importance of breathing through your nose, because most people do a lot of breathing through their mouth. But the problem is mouth is for eating and the nose is for breathing. So we're supposed to be breathing through our nose, even when we sleep and when we're going through the day. But we're so used to taking through our mouth, and it never gets really deep into the lungs. And it's not the proper way we get air, because when we breathe through the nose, we have nitric oxide, which opens up our airways in our lungs. The nose warms the air. It's the only way that we can really take advantage of what a breath really means. And that's why it's important to, breathe through your nose.
Yeah, appreciate that. And part of the nitric oxide, who was that? Louis Ignarov won a Nobel Prize around understanding the effects of nitric oxide in the body. It's helps with blood circulation. It helps with a number of different things. Our resident oral health expert, Heather, the hygienist, talks quite a bit about that nasal breathing and the nitric oxide productions.
This resonates. The full conversation is available on the Wellness Wave Club YouTube channel.